Do you remember the Bonkers Bruno headline?
Frank Bruno going bonkers. That's right.
You remember that? Do you
Yeah.
remember that? That happened. That happened the weekend before I started medical school. I remember it because the first ever medical lecture I had, they brought in this inspirational speaker, who was a doctor, who was going to tell us about what it was like to be a doctor. And he decided to make it about medical confidentiality. And of course, the thing is that Frank Bruno's confidentiality had been massively violated. But what had happened at that time, and I think I could talk about this because it's so much on the public record, is Frank Bruno, a darling of Britain at the time, had an episode of bipolar affective disorder, had mania. This was many years after his physical peak, and the paramedics came out. The ambulance was called, I believe, and they took him off they got him off to hospital. And it must have been one of the paramedics or somebody else, maybe some bystander in the public, who told, I think it was the son, and this alliteration, Bonkers Bruno, was at the newsstands. And this was a time, Jonathan, when you walk down the high street and you would see all the headlines outside each newsstand, each shop. So everybody knew what was going on. It was an advertisement. And essentially, the story, the subliminal message to all of that was an aggressive black man who had lost his mind. Do you know how damaging that was? I mean, for just the national psyche and for Mr. Bruno himself.